For the last vlog, we spent 40 fucking hours to edit one freaking video.
We are the Pokeball.
Now, I have to make one painful decision. I cannot do this anymore with my wife, my work, 2 kids, poker, studying poker, and now having to spend hours editing the vlog. I cannot take this anymore. I have no...
Do it!
What?
Okay. Just do it!
Who just came out there?
What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Nothing is impossible. You're not gonna stop there. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. So just do it!
After enjoying the holiday slideshow with the family, it's time to get into the action. We are playing the 5-5 no-limit hold'em, buying for $1,000, and I was sitting for a while on the table when I received my first playable hand, Jack 7, both hearts. Folds to me on the bottom, and I raised to 35. Everyone folds. That's not usual for the games I play, but maybe the next hand I will get some action. Few more hands and I received pocket jacks on the bottom with $600 of effective stack. Mid position opens for 25, cutoff calls, and I 3-bet for $100. Here in position I could also call with jacks, but I prefer to take the lead pre-flop. Both of them call. Flop comes 3, 4, 7, rainbow. Checks to me, it's a safe board for jacks. There is nothing to be concerned about, and I see bet for $200. Both of them fold. The cutoff said,
I was gonna raise.
huh?
I don't know, but he moved to China.
Okay, let's stop here. If the guy is folding 9s against me with that flop, there is something very wrong tonight. But honestly, I think he was just trying to get some information and didn't really have pocket 9s in this spot. That specific person played with me a few times, and I assume he knows that pocket 9s could be very good here. Anyways, next one I have King, Queen, both clubs, on the small blind. The cutoff opens for $35, the bottom calls. The cutoff is an action player. He's the kind of player that raises pre-flop every hand he plays, and he has a wide range here. The bottom is an old gentleman that likes to see a lot of flops. Against those two opponents, I prefer to raise pre-flop to take the dead money, and I 3-bet for $150. The original raiser snap folds, and the bottom fought for a while before folding and making a very logical comment.
If I call that, you'll probably be.
Huh?
If I call that, you'll probably be.
I know.
Joke aside, I think the guy was just trying to tell me that he will fight back and I should not just raise and 3-bet every hand. Next hand I have Jack 7 offsuit. In this spot, a very tight guy decided to open for $100 from under the gun. I made a request.
Give me aces, please.
It's important to say that I also open big pre-flop and I like it, but not playing for 3 hours, my friend, and then opening for $100. Everybody will know what you have. Of course, I folded and decided to discuss some strategy.
I'm not playing jacks this time. You know I don't play jacks for big money. What do you think? You think I play jacks for big money? If it's like 3-5, I play.
And my problem is, I really like to play 3-5, but I also like jacks, of course. I was just trying to induce the opponent to show me if he has aces, kings, or queens in this spot. Talking about the 3-5, here we go. We get 3-5 suited in the hijack. At this point, I knew already that the table was playing tight, and when this happens, it's time to activate something that I call the bull mode. That's basically to play way more hands, way more aggressively, talking a lot of shit to see if I can induce the table to give some more action. A straddle of $10 is on and folds to me. I open for $50, and although nobody cares, I keep explaining to the table how I play jacks.
I mean, unless if everybody like folds to me, I play jacks.
The under the gun who straddled decided to call.
Come on, man.
This guy, he likes to see flops, but plays pretty ABC post flop. As most of the flops we all miss, against him, most of the flops I will see bet. Flop comes ace, 7, 5, rainbow. Good flop from my range, and I see bet for 75 and he snap folds. I decided to tell him what I have,
Jacks. I win one time.
but showed the 5. And changed the speech about what I had,
Set of 5.
as I don't want them to think I'm lying. Of course, this talking as said, is part of the strategy to see if I can change the dynamic of the table. But it seems it's not working, and this time I really have jacks. I open for 50 and everybody folds. Again. Come on, guys, you just live one time to be folding all those hands. Oh my God.
Stop giving up.
I was getting bored with this table, and as the bull mode was not working, I decided to increase a little more the intensity. I was raising every time they folded to me and 3-betting every time somebody raised before me. Of course, being a bit careful with those players that just play premium hands. This hand, I don't know what I had, as I didn't look at my cards to see if they would catch it. I know that one of the few guys that was playing opened for $30, and I 3-bet for 100 from the cutoff, and once again will not see a flop. I keep talking.
Let me do the professional. How the professionals do to hide whatever the fuck they have.
And talking.
You guys want to see it? Aces. Jacks.
And talking.
You want to see? Show for him.
You show for him. can't show, you show. But
Sorry, sorry.
But nothing can induce those guys to play some more hands. I went for my first break and I decided to check if there was another 5-5 game running. Only one table of 5-5, but look at this. Not one, but two tables of 5, 10, 25 non-limit hold'em. I fought for a while to move to the bigger game, but decided to stay on the boring 5-5. I played the night before and I was a bit tired, and I just had $3,000 with me. That's far from enough to play the bigger game, especially in the way I play. It's bullshit time. One of the guys that knows me from the tables, he came to ask me, Bruno, since when you are calling yourself the bull? And I think it's nice to explain. One time I was sitting on the table and I was losing a lot of money, and one old gentleman, he was concerned about me and he came to ask me, man, can I give you a advice? And then I said, yes. The man told me, Bruno, poker is a game of intelligence. If you keep playing like a bull, you will lose a lot of money. I thought it was nice. Actually, I appreciated the guy being concerned about myself, and I thought it was a appropriate nickname because I play a very aggressive style anyways. And then I decided to use a logo of a bull on the forums, poker forums I'm part of, and now that I have the vlog, I just thought it would be nice to call the poker bull. And that's it. And we come back from the break. Plan is to do the same thing over and over again. We open pre-flop, we see the flop, we see bet, they fold. I have King Jack and opened for $50. One opponent calls. I don't have a lot of information about this opponent, but I didn't see him doing anything fancy yet. Flop comes 8, 4, 4, and I see bet for 75, and I expect him to fold again. Wait, he calls. Yes, I'm happy to finally see a turn, but not so happy to just have over cards. The turn is another 8, and the guy looks excited and bets $200. Now we will play some poker. Nah, actually I'll not give action to the guy holding a boat, right? Or if he just decided to fight back, even if he just have an ace high here, I'm still beat, and there is nothing else I should do other than fold in this spot. In this next hand, we will get some action, and we have ace-6 suited. I think one guy is tired of my bullshit and is ready to fight back, or he just picked up a premium hand. I will call him Mr. Aggressive Boy. He seems to be just visiting Houston, and that was the second time I played against him. Mr. Aggressive Boy bets $50 from mid position. I call from the cutoff. Another guy also called from the bottom. Flop comes ace of hearts, 9 of clubs, 4 of hearts. Good flop for Mr. Aggressive Boy. He bets $70 into 150 pot. I have a weak top pair, and also there is a flush draw on the board, and if flush comes we can put some pressure. So folding is not an option at this point, and I call. The turn is a deuce of hearts, and yes, we got the flush. Well, we don't, but we can represent we do have the flush, right? The young man bets $300, and I asked,
How much more have left?
I knew how much he has, but I just wanted to see his behavior while he responded back, and I thought he really didn't like the flush. Do you think I should try to represent the flush here?
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yes, let's do it. I announced,
I'm all in.
and he folded. The same guy changed seats to be to my left. I think he noticed my frequency and would like to fight back a little bit, and I'm pretty happy we are finally getting some action. We played some more hands, and the young man was taking some pots down. He was really taking advantage of the position. In this one, I bet $50 pre-flop with pocket fives. He 3-bets to $200 and I folded. We are not deep enough to justify a call here with a bottom pair. We played few more hands. I lost few $100 for him when I got the last hand of the night. This one we have queens on the hijack with effective stack around $1,200. I opened for $50. The cutoff, the aggressive boy, called, and another guy called as well. Flop comes king of spades, 8 of hearts, 4 of spades. That's a good flop for me, and I want my range to remain uncapped. I c-bet for $100, and the aggressive boy called again. The turn is a 3. I bet 175 and he calls again. Now it's time to stop and think a little bit more. Here, I think he may have a flush draw or a king like king queen, king 10, king jack kind of hands. He may have another pair like 10s, 9s, even ace 8, or he may be trying to squeeze. Who knows, but let's see what happens on the river. The river is an ace. I strongly believe he does not have an ace-king here. He's not the kind of guy that would call with ace-king pre-flop. So, if he has the flush draw, he missed. If he has the king, he does not like the ace. And if he's trying to squeeze, we have to stop him. I think the only real concern here is if he has a set of 8s or 4s. But I think he would likely raise me on the flop if that was the case, as there was a flush draw on the board. He has $875 behind, and I decided to apply maximum pressure, and I announced all in. The guy thinks for like 5 minutes and finally folds without showing what he had. What do you think the guy had here? Anyways, I went to my second break, and after ordering some healthy food, I decided to cut the session short and go home. I played the night before. I was a bit tired. I was just getting action from one guy on the table, and if a big bluff didn't pass, I would lose a lot of money and I would not be able to recover in that table. And I decided it would be better to cut the session short. We bought in for $1,000 and finished the night with 1910 stack. Not bad at all for a slow table. If you like this video, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. That's the only way I know that I should continue doing those videos. I cannot do this anymore with my wife, my work, 2 kids. 2 kids. Poker, studying poker, and now having to spend hours editing the vlog. I cannot take this anymore. I have no time for anything else that I like.